Alright, making sure that actually connected. I'm assuming it did. We'll just deal with it. So, welcome in, YouTube. So, we're going to pick up where we left off with our transhumanist colony. For those who missed yesterday's episode, I'm going to call it, which feels weird. But for those who missed it yesterday, there's definitely been time where you scary just before walking out the door. Yeah, no, I gotcha. But, so yesterday we did have 9 colonists. Actually, I think we got up to 10 at one point. So we lost 2 just in the normal stuff. And then I made the mistake of going, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ancient danger diving. That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to go ancient danger diving. Let's make this happen. And so we got our 2 here. And so trying to bring back 3 dead people, we lost 3 people. So that didn't go well. I had cracked a couple of ancient dangers just fine, and I got one that I cracked the door. We had the insects there, no big deal. And my first shot missed them, hit one of the caskets, and all the enemies popped out. And the thing that got me screwed was the insects were fighting me, so I couldn't back off, because, you know, they would have kept tagging me while I tried to run away and just mauled us. But all of the enemies that popped out of the caskets shot at me and not the insects. So I was kind of fighting a 2-pronged attack, even though it's technically coming from the same direction, and kind of just couldn't really quit the field, and just got shredded. We did manage to save one of the people who went. I think it was... I can't remember if it was Smiffles or Goobish. One of the 2 of them were also in that away team, and, yeah. So we definitely had that go poorly. But, in the meantime, we have been researching things. How's my wealth, by the way? Yeah. If you're missing a leg, yeah, you were one of the ones that survived. So I'm honestly debating going for the Archotech run in this one. Oh, are you unassigned now? Okay, so you're ready for a de-aging cycle once I have someone ready. Because that was Spencer's pod, but Spencer was one of the victims. Because all the people who've died in this tile are in the freezer, but the people who died in the other tile, because it took me so long to get people over there to rescue, their bodies were no longer viable, so they got left behind. So I couldn't resurrect them even if I wanted to. Oh, we did manage to snag ourselves an unstable power cell, which is nice. We got that locked away and all wired in. And I'm now up to 3 vanometric powers. So my thought is, if we do the Arconexus run, which is where we do the resets again and again, you're allowed to bring a handful of items with you. I'm debating whether I grab the vanometric powers. Usually you take weapons kind of thing with you, but the vanometric power is very tempting. Let's also switch you to that Zeus hammer. I did recover all of the guns. Oh, you're in the biopod. I did manage to recover all the weapons, which is good, because I actually have some pretty solid weapons in my group now. But, in the meantime, we're dealing with that. And then Crybaby is definitely earned being brought with us if we Arconexus. Now, if we are going to Arconexus, we need to explode our colony wealth. If we do the Arconexus, who do I have to be allied with? For those who don't know the Arconexus, the way this works is you have to get yourself $350,000 worth of colony wealth, and you must be allied with one of the, like a specific one of the factions, which is the Alera Covenant, which I believe I am allied just by circumstance. Yeah, I am allied. Not super allied, because I had to call them in to help me with a mech cluster. But, so if I just explode my wealth, we can make this happen. And the question is, how do we explode our wealth in this particular case? Trying to think of the best way, because one way you could explode your wealth, anytime you get over 250,000, the raids from hell, the raids do get rough. But if you put in the time to try and rush wealth, it can be not as bad. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Like, deliberately rushing wealth can actually work out. Wow, there's a lot of animals that'll fight back. That's fine. deliberately boosting your wealth could be a pretty big win. And we've been actively augmenting Pronager. They're going to be our project child that we're going to make as good as we possibly can. Yeah, I was gonna say upgrading wood, not just to stone floors, but the fine stone floors, is not a bad call. I already put down that. We can start messing with that. I'm supposed to have a temple up here that I've been meaning to build. It just hasn't happened. This I can't because that's water. These are all on water as well, so they can't do anything. We're still recruiting you, who's a high mate. And put stone floors in here. This is a total waste of materials, by the way. This is not something I recommend. Carpets? No, the big problem with carpets is how flammable they are. Okay, so that's bridge. So they'll just start that. They'll take them for all eternity. And meanwhile, I can go in here and say floors. Same deal, but marble. Actually. Exotic goods tradership. We can do that. So for a little bit, that's going to be obnoxious because of what we got going on there. Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. All right. Ooh, can I make that happen? I'm not giving up the plasteel. I'm not giving up the components. I don't think you can make that happen. Boo, game. It's fine. You could keep your Archotech arm. Part of it's I made that room too big. Yeah, carpets I probably... How much cloth do I have, actually, before I say this? Oh, I actually don't have that much. I have some. Okay. Carpet making the fine carpet takes a while. Really, the problem is, right now, we lost our other builder. We also lost our growers. So I've got one grower. I've got one construction person. I've got 2 people who can help with the crafting. And we lost our researchers, both of them. So, like, we're in a bad place. Luckily, if we get Lilu on here, Lilu can take over for doing research, which will help a lot. So you're hauling stuff for the moment. How would you feel, buddy, if we just went ahead and shoved in more parts into you? Yeah. Because that's the plan. Is they're just going to keep augmenting Pronger until they are everything they've ever aspired to be. Okay. So you want 72 veils of at least normal quality, and you're willing to give me a masterwork charge lance or 50 goodwill, 50 goodwill put them on allied. I'm not gonna accept it, but go tailoring bench, bills. We will say, where are you, Vale? Vale. And it needs to be at least... Oh, we'll do it until you have 72. Because it has to be at least normal quality. We'll see if they can make it happen. They also might just not get it done. Worst case, I end up making a bunch and then I sell them. Did I ever get Devil Strand researched, or am I doing that now? Yes. Where do I want to put a field for Devil Strand? And you can be Devil Strand. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so Proger's in there. Who is our absolute best doctor? Goobish. Oh, did we already get taken care of? Oh, okay. Well, while I've got you in that bed, how would you like a bionic arm? We'll just keep the ball rolling on you. We can make them better. Better than they've ever been. Cool. We're not done yet. How about a better leg? We will make Pronger an absolute monstrosity of a machine. And you're still good. We're not done yet. How about a bionic stomach? I may have been stockpiling cybernetic parts. I'm honestly surprised we haven't botched half these surgeries. Even as good as Goobish is about this stuff. You get yourself some food. Because then, while we're here, how about another bionic eye? How good of a doctor are you, Zidian? Am I okay with this? Nah, let's play it safe. You stop what you're doing. And you handle that. Alright. All the parts. Still good? How about a bionic ear? Poor Proger was like, I went to bed and all of my bits are changing. Yep, 2 bionic eyes, a bionic ear, a bionic arm, a bionic spine, a bionic stomach, and a bionic leg. They wake up a mechanoid, basically. I'd keep going, but I've used up all the parts I've saved up. Don't worry, though. We've got more coming. The real dangerous one is we go to give you a bionic heart. That's the danger zone right there. Now, the downside is, if Prodinger gets hit with an EMP, Prodinger might literally die from it. That is the downside of archoteching people out and bionics out. Is all of those that get hit with an EMP simply fail. So if he gets hit with an EMP, immediately goes blind, can't hear out of one ear, loses function of an arm, their spine, their stomach, and their leg, which the stomach means they throw up immediately. So, Prodinger is going to be a menace, but really not someone we want to be in EMP range. Is that detractor from my colony wealth? I think it is. I think all of those were... Because those are probably worth 1,000 or something like that when they finish. That, I think that ate into our wealth a lot. What are you up to? Oh, you're still building the other power. That's fine. I had 3 of these bionic boat. Yeah. Oh yeah, that could be fun. And then you get into a mech and your one character just whiffs an EMP grenade throw into a wall or something. And then suddenly everything goes really, really bad, really, really fast. But yeah, that's kind of the plan, is to work on one by one teching our people out as much as we can. That's if you do go for the run where you do the what's the word I'm looking for? The Arco Nexus, that's what you want. Is you want a team of like 5 people who are so like as decked out and powerful as you can for your second colony. Because Prodinger here, the if we look at the value of the colonists, the creature value did go up about 1,000 or 2, smashing all those parts in them. Okay, so that's gonna cause fog. Huh. So, let's have you grab the Zeus hammer like I was going to when I realized you're in the pod. So, how big is the radius on you? It's big. That stone is going to be huge there. That stone is going to be huge. Oh, for defense? What I'm thinking here is I've got... Alanorama has a shield belt. I can drop someone in, like, get over here, drop the EMP on this one, shoot it. Alanorama grabs the attention of these, move them around, drop the EMP on there, repeat the process. What I want to do is I want to EMP this. I'm hoping I can save the unstable power cell. If that goes to detonate, we need to back off. But with the EMP, I should be able to go from here, disable that, kill it, distract the fire for just a second or 2, hit the EMP here, kill those. You get the idea. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even need to do that. I could literally start right here, drop the EMP that way, Alanorama punches that with the Zeus hammer, but then Alanorama is on top of a turret that's going to probably explode. So that is a concern. I really want to capture this, but it's going to be dangerous. Alright, that said, I don't really want to bring Prodinger in here. I really don't, so I don't think I will. So Smiffles, you're going to be on EMP duty. Let's just not dilly-dally. Do not fire at will. I've learned my lesson plenty times over. Okay. Let's get you behind cover. You can be over here behind cover. Alright. Just drop the EMP right there. You hang back for a minute. I don't want the thrombo running in. I didn't think about that, that's fine. Fire at will. Same for you. And I want them to deal with it before we advance the next stage. Okay. You blew up bigger than I anticipated, which is not ideal. Now comes the part where we start taking some hits. So you run up over this way. I actually don't care about you getting anything else done there. And you reposition here. Get the EMP in there. Minor hits. And Alanorama's entire job there was just distract the gun. Got a shield. Get it used. So that's the hope, is I can do what we did right there again. Is that they don't detonate if they're EMP'd usually. So same deal. You grab their attention. How close can you be? Yes, this is safe. It's not what I want. So out of range, if it does go. I was hoping we could spare it. It all depended on that gun not exploding for that to let me have the components. You can get out of here. Nothing else for you to EMP. You can go here. You can go get yourself patched up. Alright, well, no one died. We didn't get the unstable power core, which would have been a really nice add, but it's fine. Yeah, so we literally just had a couple of bruises and a couple of minor burns. Okay. And then these will be sorted, and we can go about tearing down these walls and taking for steel material and all that. Not that we particularly have a need for steel, but, you know, it's here, why not? Alright. And we are good to go. Oh, that's one thing we could start doing is, that shelf will no longer be medical. Yeah, none of those shelves in there will any longer be medical. We're moving all the medical in here. These shelves should be assigned to be able to carry it. Actually, change my mind. What we're going to do is we're going to change that to preferred medical. Actually, important medical. So the idea is to prioritize putting the medicine here, and those could be overflow for dealing with prisoners and whatnot. Alright, and everyone's all patched up. You're upset about serious pain and all that kind of stuff. You want neural supercharge, which is on you. I've got 6 of them available, not in use. Literally every colonist can have their own without any competition whatsoever. Oh, you need your gun back. Wherever that went. You had the machine gun, which... There we go. Alright. That's still gonna be huge there? Yeah. Mad Muffalo. That's fine. Come on. Feed yourself into the fire. Please don't make me chase you around. The door's right there. Alright. And schedule's all fine. Cool. So how are your stats now we did all this surgery? Your moving is at 112, your manipulation is 112, your sight is 125, your hearing is 119, your digestion is 112. So little by little you're becoming something stronger than the rest of us. You are aspiring to the dreams of our people. Hey Strider, how's it going? Go Frenzy, cool. Are we ready to add new parts? Install Bionic Tongue. That is one that's better, right? It just says matches, not improves. I learned with the spine, the spine actually isn't better than the normal spine in any meaningful way. I'm not super worried about that. That'll go till you finish the bionic heart. That's when things start to get a little risky. Michigander on a 7-stream streak. Nice. Getting those 450 points. That's about half a vote when it comes to deciding what game we're playing. How are we on power? We should be really good soon. Because they got all that enclosed. Is that steel? Okay. It's just the color was looking a little gray. It's like, wait a second. Yeah, so we've just about got that second geothermal online. Yeah, so definitely want to try and do what we can to increase our colony wealth. Alright, if I can have a masterful, please. So we can get Goobish over on there. What happened to the colony? So we went ancient danger diving, and we had a couple successes, but we were looking for a resurrection mech serum, and then we had a catastrophic failure. And so trying to resurrect 3 pawns, we lost 3 pawns, and unfortunately you were one of the pawns that got lost. So effective. That's still not great, but we're working on it. We still did get a lot of goodies out of it, but we got a lot of weapons. You'll notice I've got 2 people in marine armor right now, which is really nice. But yeah, no, we suffered some pretty bad losses. Nah, it wasn't that you happened. It was we cracked an ancient danger, and like always, not always, like a lot of time there were bugs inside, and we were handling the bugs fine. But one of the stray shots hit the pods that the people are in, and they end up being hostile, which is normally fine, because then you end in a 3-way fight where they're like the enemies are shooting at you and the bugs are mauling you and the other enemies, and you can usually monopolize on that. And that's how the other one went, actually. In that case, the enemies completely ignored the bugs in front of them, and the bugs completely ignored them, and they all went after me. And so I couldn't back out of the fight because of being mauled by bugs. And it was just kind of like had to stand my ground against, you know, one group of troops that were better equipped than we were, which is fine if you have the advantage in terrain, and then the bugs, and it was just too much. We only had one survivor because they got downed, and the people, you know, died/pieced out after the fight was over, and I was able to send someone to caravan over to rescue the one survivor. And then all the equipment that was salvageable. Yeah, so we can still only make flak armor. But we lost both our researchers, a bunch of our growers. We lost... You know, you were the kind of the one who could do everything as having you help with construction. But any loss I took, you could step in. And so we lost you, and it's just like, oh. You're alive in this colony. You're alive, and you're a machine. A machine in the making. With your cybernetic eyes and ear and spine and arm and stomach and leg. We are making you stronger, tougher. You'll be a force to be reckoned with. I am planning on trying to put a heart in you. That one makes me a little nervous. I'm gonna try and wait till we have an inspired surgery to do that one. Because that's a high-risk surgery right there. At least I believe it is. But yeah, so I've kind of decision because we suffered these losses. I think I'm gonna go for an Arco Nexus. But that means I need to about double the colony wealth. Which is pretty cagey stuff, actually. But that's the reason why all these rooms, I've got them set down to put fancy stone floors, is that should balloon our wealth fast. Because if I can balloon our wealth fast enough, I already am allies with who we'd have to ally. And I'm honestly thinking about for what we grab. I think it's 7 items you get to grab. So probably grab our weapons. Because we bring 5 people, so grab our 5 weapons. And I'm thinking the vanometric powers. Or maybe even give up the light machine gun for the vanometric power and just have Smiffles deal with whatever we find. And just be the one person who's not as teched. Because that'll go a long way. And then the Thrumbo is definitely one of the animals coming along with us. But I could see bringing a breeding pair of Muffalo if possible. I can't remember how many. It's either like 2 or 3 animals you get. I don't remember. It's not many. But we gotta get there. And to that end, Illicit's doing their absolute best to try and get everything going. But they are one construction person and not keeping up at all. Because they're just the one construction person. We have already burned through almost all of our advanced components. We had a drop of something like 25 advanced components from refugees I helped. And we just obliterated that supply. Now granted, we obliterated that supply to make Protégé that much stronger. It's a 3-year-old who's completely, like, just cyberneticked out. Alright, you should slowly be getting brought over. That's good. I'm glad Pronitor's here though. Like having a kid able to work on stuff now does actually help quite a bit. There's a lot of hauling and stuff that hasn't been getting done. Oh, we need to go here and harvest what we can. Everything's about to die from the cold. Okay. Now with that, there's going to be no more growing for this season. So there's actually, well, I mean, I guess actually I'm not in that bad a shape. I was about to say, it's like, there's actually one of the rougher seasons we've had. I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, not really. I'm sitting at 100 meals and all that going into it. We got all that going on. You're still roaming around over here. You're starving. Got mectotritis over there. Still have giant piles of steel everywhere on the map to bring in. It's fine. What are you up to at building? You gotta be near 20. No, you're only at 14. Oh, right, there's no passion for it. You're just doing it because I had no one else to do it. I forgot about that. That is how... Well, it's 15 now. That is how that works. Nope, solar flare, all the power's off. Yeah, what is a solar flare? What? 12,800. How's the Muffalo's farming going? It's going fine. We end up losing a bunch of Muffalo every year because of, like, not enough kibble and all that. It's gonna be no different this year. But then we eat them and it's fine. How are we doing on those veils? Did we even get any of them done? I don't think we did. 9. We got 9 done. I would really like a Masterwork Charge Lance. That wouldn't be bad. And then the 50 Goodwill would not be bad either. I don't think we get the 72 done in time, though. Like, Smiffles is sure trying, but... Alright. I'm gonna go for the Goodwill. We're gonna try for it. How long do I have I could do it? So 18 days is how long I have. I don't think we get that done in time. We're gonna try, but I don't think that realistically happens. And especially, you're busy over here making drugs. We're gonna cap how much smoke leaf we make at a good given time. So we can measurably see our wealth increasing. Yep. Inspired surgery on Goobish. Alright, Goobish. You've got a mission. Your mission is I want you to make that bionic heart right now while you've got inspired surgery so we can ram that thing into Prodiger. And get it done. Because Inspired Surgery gives you... It's not a guaranteed success, but it's a really, really good improvement. It's like double the odds of success. So knock out that heart as fast as you can. We're going to shove that in Prodiger and make them even tougher. Now, like I mentioned before, the one big downside is if Prodiger gets hit with an EMP, it's, Today you learned that you have to pay for GeoGuessr now? I knew you had to pay for doing a lot of things in GeoGuessr. I didn't think it was just, like, the base thing. Alright, so Inspired Surgery is going to last 8 days. Put that, yeah, down there. So take care of yourself real fast. Get all yourself situated so you're not going to have a mood break mid-surgery. Then a heart going in. You're playing for free. You get 5 minutes of gameplay every 15 minutes. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I ended up paying for it the last time. Imagine monetizing Google Maps. Yeah, but I mean, they do set up a whole thing, like make a game around and everything, that there's achievements and API calls and all that. I actually don't really have a problem with it being a charge. They have innovated. They have server expenses and all they gotta deal with. As long as the price is reasonable, I'd say anything from like $5 to like $15 or something like that's probably not outside the realm of okay. Like, don't get me wrong, 15 is a little steep. But not like, oh my god, how could they kind of steep. Alright, so health, operations, heart. Go to bed. That's not bed. Okay, that's fine. I'm willing to put up with that for a little bit. You think it's like 20 a year or something? Yeah, that's a little on the steep side. I wouldn't say, though, that is entirely unreasonable. Especially when we consider, like, what's been going on lately so far as just the amount of companies, like, just laying people off en masse and all that. Like, Twitch is completely shutting down in Korea entirely. Like, just straight up. Come end of February, no more Twitch in Korea. All right. You've had, what was it, Journey to Odyssey? It's not going to get finished. It's shutting down because it didn't make its ends meet. Like all that kind of stuff. So it's like, did I choose the wrong thing? There needs to be a prompt for that. I don't even want to play the save anymore. Like that kind of thing. I wonder, I know it actively saves. I'm going to do something I don't normally do, which I'm going to see if we can't Alt F4 out and reload, and if it's not done. I think it is, because I think it will literally save at the end of the surgery. I dislike when a single bad input like that can completely F a run. Because clearly there's something I wanted to do. And it really should have a problem being like, hey, you know you're about to remove the heart out of your colonist, right? Maybe don't do that. You end up finding a free clone that's really basic bare bones. But still, yeah. And I normally don't do that. That's actually one of the reasons I have debated. I've had a bunch of people pressure me to stop doing commitment mode. Because of nonsense like that. Like, usually it's not that. No, stop. Yeah, so we did cheese it. So, yeah, let's not do that. Let's install the bionic heart. Cool. So yeah, so we did technically cheat the commitment mode just a moment, but I don't normally do that, like if I just lose a fight or something like that, but that one, it's very clear I intended to install a heart, not harvest the heart of the character we've been investing so much into. So I will take it's my commitment mode asterisk. Because we did, like, watch, it'll still kill him because I'll fail the surgery. Cool. That's what I wanted to happen. You think it's like 20 years or something? I don't know, I didn't fully look at it. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, it's one of those things that, it's actually a lot of times cougar inside the animal pen. Alright, that's gotta be dealt. So, you know what, we won't wait for Pro to get up. Alright. Hey, Cerise the Mage, how's it going? It's not every day that someone has their heart accidentally removed. Right, like that's the kind of thing that doesn't normally happen in real life. You don't walk in on a patient, be like, they're on life support, like, okay, like, you've got this person, they're under anesthesia, I'm just gonna remove their heart. Like, if the patient is alive, you're gonna go, wait a second, let's not remove something they need to live, like their brain or their heart or something. Not unless I'm doing like a transplant and I've got the other one right here, which is what we were actually doing, is going to be transplanting. I'm doing pretty good. There's probably a mod for that. Be like, warning if you go to attempt to remove an organ from, like, a vital organ. There's even the worst thing is I'm pretty sure there's a warning when I go to remove an organ from, say, like, this person. I believe there is a warning that says, hey, this is going to piss off the other faction if you start organ harvesting a person of another faction. So the fact that your own colonist, as far as I'm aware, doesn't give a warning is kind of like a, really? Oh, good. Because we did swap the heart out, is I got the spare heart. Yeah, no, I had a misclick. I clicked on, like, basically I went here, and it went operations add. I saw saw a heart up here, and my brain was like, heart, and didn't deal with the rest and read the whole dialogue. Alrighty, Nick, you sleep well, and I hope like, you know, I've been dealing with headaches and all that gets better. I didn't try. To my credit, Pronger, I didn't try. There was a success. We just rolled back time. So you're saying it's perfectly okay to... Man, you, magic happened to that words. I get what the idea was. So you say it's okay to remove non-vital organs. It's RimWorld. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've done something like that. Oh, how I wish this pop would say, are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, I am willing to bet. I bet you if we look at the workshop in 2 seconds, it's like confirmation of death, like any type of surgery that would cause death. Or any organ harvesting of your own people. Like either or would be fine. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so I've got the geothermal up. I've got power to spare. Like 3,000 units of it. We've got this set up, but I don't have researchers, so it's just going to sit there and do a whole lot of nothing. The deep drill is not going to get any action, so I'm not going to bother building it right now. I could make a second fabrication table, though I don't really have a place to put it, and that'd be another thing for our construction person to deal with. So honestly, I think we just have that bonus power, and we just let it be. Yeah, the kid's hauling all of the stuff, so that's nice because it makes the white squares disappear, which really makes it hard to see what's going on versus the ones underneath that are not even remotely as invasive. So Goobish is trying their absolute best to get these done in time. I don't see them making 72 veils over the next 15 days and delivering it when it's about 2 days away. I mean, you are churning them out maybe they will get it done. We'll see. I'm gonna let them try. It's not like I don't have just a bunch of spare materials laying around that they can use. We got bionic arm and leg started. We got components advanced, components started. Alright. And that's literally the ones we're trying to do those veils for. That's the reason I was like, I should probably do this, is try and make sure we actually have the, what we need for all that. Lilu's coming along, and that'll give us a replacement researcher, so that'll be good. We're not even to winter yet. We're already churning through our food there. That's really not a good sign. Let's go get a whole bunch of meat. Basically trying to either scatter them so they do revenge. We're good. Alright. Cool. So I got all the caribou. And you took a pretty bad hit to the leg. Like, actually, a legitimately bad hit to the leg. You want me to take care of 5 chinchillas for rep? I'm actually going to say no, that's not that hard. But, I'm already going to be stretching our food to its bare, our absolute limit. Just taking care of what we already have. So far as the stuff that the animals can eat, I mean. So instead, I'm going to just go ahead and not worry about that. Are you being treated? Okay. That's already on it. Just making sure someone's taking care of it. I'm not going to worry about, like, regrowing toes or anything like that. Alright, and you have minor pain from injuries and all that. I'm not going to worry about that too much either. Because then Alanorama should be able to butcher all those up there. Keep the food rolling in. Because as you can see, we are making an obnoxious number of meals. Alright, let's do the exact same thing, but for the Muffalo. Alright. One Muffalo by itself we could probably hunt without having anything to worry about. Cool. So it'll be a bunch of money and all, or money. A bunch of meat and all that, which I guess is money in RimWorld, but a bunch of meat and all that that'll handle that. Hey, She-Wolf, how's it going? Let's see. It's not there. Now it's there. I missed something. Was there a message still pinned to Twitch trolling me or it went away? It's still there. Lilu should be able to join pretty soon. Yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying having the cool weather finally. We had like a couple of days of like nice cool weather, and then it got hot again. And then it went right back to being cool, and it's like, oh thank goodness. Any respite from the heat is incredibly welcome. Alright. You're gonna run up there, that's fine. Dealt with it. Alright. Get your windows open all day and air off? Yeah. The one downside is my house design doesn't actually have that great of ventilation in general. So I can open like the window to cool down this room, or Tomb can open the window to cool down that room. But as far as like getting like a cross breeze through the house is not well designed for it. It just doesn't go well. The house has like the staircase kind of in the middle of it type deal, so it just blocks anything going through. But Strider eats heat, it's his favorite snack. I'm sorry. To me, heat is awful, and the less of it I have to deal with, the happier I am. I didn't look. Who is our oldest pawn? Oh man, Alana Rama in this game. Your pawn is 65. I didn't notice that. So Goobish is the next one. We're gonna start putting you in for age reversal to keep that going. If you open the front door of the porch, slam shut, scares the crap out of you. Yeah. So we're going to try and keep age reversaling Alana Rama down because at 64, RimWorld tends, I think it's like 65 or 67, that RimWorld will actually sit there and have the risk of getting you bad back and dementia and frail and all those kind of things. Don't mention Alana and old at the same time, she may hear you. Yeah. There's a, mechanoid cluster. Okay. You wouldn't happen to want to stand up there, would you? We can negotiate. Why can I not? I would like to trade you. That's what I'm currently trying to do in the game is trade you. Oh, of course I can't trade. You're in the pot. I'm like, what is going on? Why can't I trade? I was really hoping they would go up here, because if they went up here, I'd be like, yeah, you know what we're doing? We're letting this kick off. It might actually still work. I probably shouldn't, though, because it'll probably get them to retreat, and they won't do enough damage in there. Because I could drop an EMP on this side of it, and then we can kill those and be okay. I kind of don't want to do it right now. Let's actually go schedule and everyone stay in the indoor zone for right now. And the reason I don't want to do it right this second is because I've got Goobish, who's in some of our best armor, is de-aging for several days. Honestly, as an angle of attack, it may be instead of attacking from down here, we'd run up here, drop the EMP in this spot, try and knock them all out as fast as we possibly can. These ones would probably come around this left side. And so if I can knock down the Scorcher right away, I can adjust the EMP to hit this corner, and I can probably catch the Pikeman and the Scyther in that. Well, the Militar, who knows where it's going to go, but you can usually shred a Militar pretty fast. Get ready just in case. I'm going back and forth whether I should push or back off. Because I might be able to push and get this done right away and relatively safely. 13th is coming? Yeah, they're going to the right. I was hoping they'd go north. Flash Storm. Don't strike the mechs. Don't wake them up early. I think it would actually be okay. Oh no, because I'd also want to keep Protger out of it, which means I'd have literally just illicit Smiffles and Alana Rama. Yeah, that would be a bad move. We'll wait. Yeah, for those who don't know, they're doing a another thing. So you know how there's like the Subtober kind of thing. They're doing the same thing for December this year, which they normally don't do on Twitch. That I don't remember the exact amounts, but they're going to be reducing the cost. Okay, we got another baby on the way apparently. But they're going to reduce the price of subs during that time frame. And when they do that, like, I as the creator still get paid as if it was full price. It's Twitch that eats the difference. So it's one of those things that if you want to, you know, farther support your content creators, it's an opportunity where you can spend a little bit less money and do just as much good. I don't have all the details, but usually they'll make it so the higher the tier sub you get, the better the one, the better split I get, and then two, usually the better deal you get compared to like the normal so far as costs. They also usually do that the same for the longer you sub, where if you sub for like 1 month at a time, you get like one price, you get a much reduced price per month if you do like 3 months or whatever. Sometimes they'll let it go up to 6, sometimes they won't. Alright, so how long are you in here? 7 days. Well, right now, no one's having any mood penalties yet. So honestly, go grab your gun back. Maybe we'll get lucky and a regular raid will show up here and I can just pop open the door, pop one shot over there and duck back in and just, you know, let it sort itself out, as it were. Or if we have like a proper big caravan come in, same thing. I can poke open the door, fire one round that direction, pop back into the base, and they'll all start working their way around, run into the caravan, and you get the idea. We could solve our problems by letting our problems bump into each other. And no unstable power cores in this one. I probably should research mortars more often. I almost never do. But these are kind of the good use for mortars, is just start pounding that thing with mortars. The Scyther, if it runs into our base the whole way around, I will shred it. It won't stand a chance. Same with the Scorcher and the Militars. The Pikemen can be dangerous, but with that few units it should be fine. But then I could just drop mortars on this to deal with it. Oh, we should also change expand area indoors. That's now considered indoors as well, as is this. And we're good. Surgery is amazing. I'm not seeing a mod that just gives you confirmation pop-ups for surgery. It is likely that some of the big overhauls to the medic system do it, but unless you're adding a message, I'm not finding anything. Gotcha. Well, thank you for looking. It does sound like something that would make for a good mod. Somewhat concerning that you're letting this person starve, but you know. You do you, I guess, game. We have burned through all of our slate. It's all down there. Excellent. And they're working getting the marble floors put down as well, and that'll burn through all our marble. Oh no! A second mechanoid cluster. Thank you. That's what I need, game. That one's actually probably way easier to deal with. Because I can stand back here, drop the EMP there, clean up this crap, and then do the thing where you, like, drop the EMPs there, anger people to shoot at one gun and circle around. Interestingly enough, none of them are getting triggers that automatically bring them up. No timer, nor proximity trigger. Yeah, I think I'll do literally the same thing. I'm going to wait till we have a big caravan come through like the Empire. I'm going to pop one shot, deal with this one first. If it wakes up both, I don't really care. Because honestly, I have everything I need inside these walls now. I don't really need anything outside the base for the most part. Like, it will eventually. Like, I've got a bunch of steel tied up down there and over there. But I've also got a ton of steel sitting inside my perimeter as well. At least I did last I looked. I may not actually now I look at it. Huh. They got some. That's okay. How fast is our colony wealth going up? It's climbing. Yeah, like this one, if you can land the EMP just right here in the middle, I think I literally could cover them all, but it would require a perfect EMP. Otherwise, something's getting out of it. And knowing my luck, someone would get popped. Either way, I want to wait till Goobish gets out. Hey, Sui, how's it going? Let me go ahead and get you a shout out. That is all of how not you do that command. For those who don't know Sui, absolutely fantastic content creator on the platform. Was playing American Truck Simulator with us the other day. We did some dare drops and all that. Feel a little under the weather, but alright. Well, I do hope whatever's got you under the weather, that gives you a break. We're slowly collecting mechs. It's great. Happens when you go 3 years barely around people and then go to work at a school. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Especially since children tend to be just germ factories. It's just how they be. I definitely know when I volunteered at schools all the time, I end up sick a lot more often than not doing that. Yep, we do have two tier 3 subbers, thanks to Darkstarter gifting those yesterday. I really do appreciate it. At least half of your jobs have been subbing for sick teachers too. That's not surprising. 'Tis the time of year for flu, colds, and all that good stuff. Getting cooler in places, so people are tending to be indoors and around each other more. Transport pod crash. All right, let's talk. What do you got? What do you got for me? Ugly, careful shooter. Lots of injuries. I will rescue you. I do not want you to join me. Are you listening, colonist? You? No join. Just rescue. You understand. No join, just rescue. Gladly this isn't bad, so you'll probably be back to work tomorrow if it doesn't get worse. You were exhausted yesterday and slept like 15 hours, so working was out of the question today. Gotcha. I like that we've got our base set up nice enough that I could just completely and wholly ignore that psychic drone for right now. No joining, Phelps, okay? Buddy pal. No join. I'm helping you, but I don't want you here. You do help with, like, if they joined, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'm being picky. Requesting colonist, you'll request a colonist for 6 days, and you're willing to give me skill trainer intellectual. Okay, let's talk. 6 days. So 6 days isn't long. I could send Zidian, because Zidian's primary responsibility is growing stuff, and we're about to go into winter, and Zidian's a pacifist. I'm sold. I'm convinced. The question is, do I go for the intellectual so I can go and jam that in Proninger's head, implant them? No, actually, no. We take the intellectual, and we save that for Lilu to jump that intellectual up to, like, 12, because they're going to become our researcher. Alright, let's do it. So accept. Because Zidian can't grow anything during the whole winter anyways. They do help cooking, but like, we got 177 meals. We don't need anyone doing that right now. Alright, where did you drop that? That's not the one I wanted. Okay. So you just haul that into storage for right now. We're saving that. And I'm half tempted to call in the Empire and be like, just deal with this. I don't wanna.
Rual's knife.
Thank you, Darstrider, for the 500 biddies. That's super generous of you. So thank you so much for all of the support lately. You've been far too kind, but it's super duper appreciated. So thank you so much. All right. So if we're going to play this game of... Oh, you're still in the pod. All right. Illicit, you're going to play a very dangerous game, but I need you to play it. You're going to poke through this door over here on the right. You're going to pop a shot. It doesn't even matter what you hit. You just have to hit literally anything up here. But I need you... It's not going to work. It's out of range. So what is this gun's range? Is it 26? 31? Alright, never mind. You get out of here. What is your gun's range? I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Yours is 26. Okay, so Illicit, I'm going to need you to switch guns for just a minute. You're going to grab that bolt action. That should have like 30-something. You're going to pop one shot in this direction. I don't care what you hit. Hit literally anything. We're going to call in for backup after we hit it so that they aggro it. I'll let you eat first. We're going to call in for aid from the Fallen Empire. And basically let them initiate and just try and clean up. Alright, you're feeding Phelps, that's fine. Alright, we're about to get Lilu. Alright. So your job, pretty simple. Stand in that doorway, fire around, don't even wait to see if it connects, and then close that door. And then Goobish is going to go, not Goobish, because Goobish isn't available to do it. Smiffles can man the radio. It doesn't really matter. We won't be in as big of a rush for the response. Okay, make sure it's not held open. We're good. So who's the closest one there? Probably Smiffles. Call the Empire. Yeah, so they shouldn't stay aggroed. But that makes them hostile. They're still asleep, which is kind of interesting. I don't have an angle I could do the same thing with them where I don't have to walk out and just be in danger. You could get your gun back. But I'm gonna go ahead and spend a little reputation. We could just bring in the Empire, let them clear this up. Military aid. Cool. You did not send much. I'm not really thrilled by how little you sent to help me on this one. Alright. Not you. Still just 3 of us. It's fine. No, don't go outside, please. Keep on it. All right, run for the pikemen. You try and reposition over there. Okay. You two start running away, because that's going to blow up in your face. Alright. So we defeated them. Are you going to start moving? Yeah, so you're going to start tending to your own people. That's fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and help them. Is Alana able to doctor? No. It's just illicit for the moment, so we're going to try and patch them up. As soon as that's full, run to the next one. That's be hard to make happen. So rescue them. Okay, so you're managing to make good progress. So, are you going to attack the other ones, or are you just going to back off? I'm okay if you leave that one alone. I mostly just didn't want the psychic drone thing, because it can escalate after a while. So, you going to make it? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I don't think we poked the other one. I don't think they'll end up making that. So we're going to rescue as many as they can, because we can actually sometimes get standings back by rescuing them. Yeah, you may or may not go down. You're patching yourself up, but you're not really keeping up with the bleeding, and I think when you go extreme, you're going to collapse. Oh, posture check? Yeah, I can do that. If they do go down, we'll rescue them too. Royal Tribute Collector. Okay. Ooh, what is the best way for me to deal with this? You're still inside your pod. You're carrying stuff away. Be fast, Smiffle. I'm really hoping the Tribute Collector stays in that side and I can go poke this real quick. So you're down, but not dead. So Smiffles, you're gonna make a very bad idea. Disease infection on you. It's really not a good angle for you to do this. The good news is they are staying relatively close, so my hope is pop a shot and just get the heck out of Dodge. Come on, hit it. Just keep on running. Don't you like when you make it someone else's problem? And imagine it just seconds before. It was like, dangerous temperature. And this time we're not participating. New recruit, Lilu. Alright, so we can go ahead and do Q. That's not a command like that. It is Q. Draw. So congratulations, Sniper Spice. You are our brand new high mate here. So Sniper Spice. Named. Okay, so schedule. Recreation, work. We've got our new researcher. Cool. And the very first thing you're going to do is we're going to try and figure out where the heck that went and jam that in your eyeball so you're better at research. You're not doing a good job. I really need you to deal with the turrets back there. Ooh, 14. I thought you were only gonna get to like 12. So they are putting a lot of hits in the random targets back there, so we might get lucky, because if they blow up any of those, it'll chain react to the other. There we go. That'll blow that up, which will blow that up. Excellent. Schedule. Everyone's off restriction except for Proger. Oh, and you're a pacifist as well, so you go on the far right. So you will also be... Now, we'll let you out. Okay. Then go to orders. Cool. Oh, free charge rifle. You go get that immediately. So how badly hurt are you? Pretty bad. Start tending to them immediately. Oh, I never did patch you up. My bad. Whoops. Yeah, most of that stuff got destroyed up there. That's okay. It wasn't about getting the equipment from from our allies we sent out here. That's just an added bonus. Okay. Yeah, but we got a free charge rifle out of that one, so heck yeah, that's not insignificant. Disease, infection. Are you sickly? No, you're just bad luck is all. Oh, that room is not staying to temperature. Okay. So 10 to you. You get the body out of there before it starts rotting up the place. You go get our heater going before these people die of hypothermia inside our own base. Actually, don't think that's going to happen. Alright. So you're no longer incapable of walking. You are dealing with some malnutrition. Poor Illicit's trying desperately to keep up, but they're the only doctor who's up and about. And not really get themselves taken care of. And then they need to go to sleep in a bad way. Hopefully that remains warm enough for them to not freeze to death. It's mostly just Phelps here is the only one who's on the fence. We will have to get that built. But I'm hoping they'll get patched up and then they'll take their own people out of here. Because they'll usually do that when they get able to walk, if there's a bunch of them. They'll carry away one of their comrades if someone... Like, a lot of times, not always. They didn't used to. But that got added at some point. Alright, so you need to already get back up and get back to tending. Who is our highest? Oh, right, you are. Go talk to them. We'll probably make Sniper here our moral guide in a moment. Okay, so take our side T. Because I'll take all that sweet money. Get a bunch of skill stuff that's kind of nice. Don't worry about the TVs or any of that. Alright, so. I can buy a pile of components from them. Which I think... I mean, I'm going through them quick, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy the components. Some of these other ones would be fun, like the brain wiring and whatnot, but not really super worried about that. We're making our bionic stuff ourselves. The aesthetic shaper can be fun. Alright. We'll probably leave it at just that. And you're already hauling stuff, so that's fine. And are you good? Do you need treatment again? You'll need feeding soon. Let's have you get that sorted, because I'm worried that they're pushing frostbite. So that should warm up that room at least a bit. So it should survive both of their infections. Go feed everyone real fast. Cool, both infections, they've got immunity. Awesome. So let's see if helping this many people will do some proper good for our standings. Because sometimes you will and sometimes you won't get it. I think it's if they consider you having rescued them versus them just being casualties or whatever. You're dealing with some hypothermia. I just have to wait till we get more stuff. Oh, how is our quest doing so far as the selling stuff? We're down to 6 days. Do I have the clothes? Not even close. Alright, so with that, we're just going to say we're not going to make it happen. It's fine. We're going to cancel that quest. Because I'm not even close. Not even remotely close. We're well over halfway through the time and not even a third way through the clothes being made. So we can have another mech cluster. I don't want what you're offering. Yeah, so those are fine. I mean, it's not the worst, but no. Right now, I really need to continue just advance. So there goes Phelps. So Phelps is leaving. They may or may not make it because the hypothermia is absolutely whooping their butt. We'll see. If they go to extreme, they usually go down. And there starts the frostbite, and there they go. See if you can save them in time. I don't even know if you can get there in time. It's gonna be a little bit closer, buddy. You should really show up having, you know, better circumstances clothing-wise than you're guaranteed going to freeze to death trying to reach me. Alright, so that's one of the new lovers, Smiffles and Sniper Spice. Smiffles courted Sniper Spice by telling a tale about friendly boxers. Sniper Spice is attracted is now Smiffles' lover. Neat. That also works out because they're a high mate, so if we look at this, they have a psychic bond with them, so their pain is reduced, their consciousness is higher, and their psychic sensitivity is higher. So that made Smiffles a stronger pawn. Up, round 2, are you gonna do it? You're not gonna get out of here. I appreciate the effort there, Phelps. I do. I'm gonna be real with you. You're not gonna make it. I appreciate the attempt, and I'm glad you are training my medical for me. But you are not dressed to leave during the winter. Pretty soon you're gonna lose all your toes and fingers and all that. We're gonna help you whether you like it or not. You should be over there. Okay, are we ready for more parts? Bionic arm, right shoulder, bionic leg, right leg. Ooh, they're trying to do a thing where they give me lots of wealth for free. Oh, don't do the surgery in there, please. Okay, Goobish popped out. They've de-aged a little bit. Alright, and once they're done, we're going to go ahead and install the next part into Pronger. They still have some limbs which are not quite up to the tasks we want. Alright. Okay, attempt 3 to actually leave the map. How far will Phelps make it this time? I'm guessing around here. So just before that, so after this, but before that. That's my guess. Just seeing them going for the attempt. They're already at minor blood loss, and they're shivering. Okay, so Goobish. Prioritize operating. They made it past that point. They might actually make it off the map this time. Might. Yeah, I think they'll make it. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Hey, they made it out of here. Good for them. Alright, so that's both arms are now bionic. And we can do more. We can get the bionic leg there, and then basically, other than like brain surgery, there's really nothing else I can do for Proger other than if we get a hold of Archotech stuff. Nice. Nice. So, both eyes are bionic. One ear is bionic. Both arms are bionic. Their spine is, their stomach is, their heart, and both legs. So, we have an ear still. Are you making Proger full bionic? Yes. We could still swap an ear. I don't think we have that ready, though. Yeah, no, and the tongue doesn't actually help anything whatsoever. The tongue and the spine bionic doesn't improve anything from what I saw. What about lungs? We haven't seen that. I can't remember. So some of the organs aren't actually better, they're just like neutral. I don't actually think we had the option of lungs. Yeah, I don't remember if that's a mod or something else. Yeah, like we could still get like specialty stuff like skin hardening and that kind of stuff, but I think the lungs were mods to get like cybernetic lungs and all that. Just leave that alone. The moisture pump there is doing its job. Install one here. And there, and just let them do their thing. Yeah, so our animals are gonna be in a pretty bad way soon. Like, I really want to pop Alanorama into the de-aging thing again. But I'm a little worried about the food problem. Oh, we can go here to Bill's. Wait, we're gonna have another baby here soon, so no, we're not gonna change anything there. You know what? De-age for 3 days. And meanwhile, congratulations, you're about to get a title change. You're about to be our moral guide. So congratulations, because she has really high social. Alright. Moral guide thing is canceled. So almost exclusively short range. Did it really pop the moment you got in there? Cancel rule change, yes. Animals, assign. There's no one who can handle you. Man, that sucks, because Alatarama is both a Thrumbo and a... We might be able to make this work anyways. We can go zone. Where am I looking for this? Looking for manage zone, where it was. Oh, it was here. Manage zones. Animal attack. And we're going to say the animal attack zone is here. Animals, you're now in the animal attack zone. That's honestly a lot of trouble there. Do I call in reinforcements? There's no time. Even if I called in reinforcements, by the time they got down here, it would be too little too late kind of thing. Meanwhile, schedule indoors on everyone. Where are you going, by the way? Slate wall. You're just gonna go to random spot a wall and attack it? Alright. Do your best, kiddos. Here, Proger. Put you behind the actual cover. Stop. Stop. Don't do that. Pigs? No. Pigs, stop it. Alright, we do have the pig outflanking us. How badly you get it? Pretty good stab to the torso, otherwise you're okay. Okay. So that actually worked out alright. You can be... So you stay indoors, you all can be out, and the animal stay in the home zone. And none of them have equipment or anything I care about, so orders. So 10 to Pronger, and then we should be good. This is kind of a jerk thing. It's like the moment I put Alatarama in there, it was like, guess what? Time for a big raid. Luckily, we do have a lot of people who have decent skills in combat. Pronger doesn't yet, but they're a kid. They're getting there, considering they're a kid and they already have... They're 5-year-old, and they already have 4 shooting. They're doing relatively well. Rebuild that wall before something just attacks us and goes right in. There we go. How's the colony wealth going? It's still climbing, little by little. We're up to about 225-ish thousand. We'll get there. Yeah, so you took a stab to the torso and the leg, but otherwise you're fine. Even with multiple bandaged injuries, almost normal walking speed. And that's with their left leg half destroyed and their torso half destroyed. Alright. Meanwhile, what we were doing before all that happened, which is us going to you and us giving you the moral guide roll. It's one of those things I would rather they have the researcher role, but right now they're the only one who has decent enough social to be worth bothering with, because Goobish I haven't been able to convert because I think they're iron-willed, if I remember correctly. So it's kind of those things they're doing. So we got 4 refugees. And we're immediately going to turn around. And as soon as we get the chance, we're going to try and do our conversion. So we got 4 refugees. They do have a child, so they cannot betray. So I'm just going to choose yes immediately. And that's all fine. Go ahead and give them recreation so they're happy in general. Let's look at her work. You can help doctor. Do not cook, you're terrible at it. You can help there if able. And honestly, you can help research, because that'll mean we'll start scanning for stuff. There's not really a whole lot of research I'm super worried about. Wow, you already went... What are you wearing that you almost instantly froze to death? Oh. Basically nothing. You're not going to fare very well. We're definitely going to restrict the kid to indoors, because he's just going to die if we don't do that. Do I have children's clothing here that we can have you wear? I'm willing to just let you have some clothes. There we go. There should be kids' pants here somewhere. There we go. Alright, so that should insulate you enough so you shouldn't immediately die from cold. That is a lot of links. Okay. You should be restricted indoors as well. And honestly, we'll go to your schedule and we'll make it so you learn as well. Alright. Shift you over. Range team, do your thing. Melee team, run interference. Animals, get you in position. Because without a Lanorama, they won't respond to my commands much. not downing them nearly fast enough, or Melee's gonna have to hold their own for a minute. Okay, is that all of them? Yep. So you're the only one who took a hit. Pretty bad bite to the head. All right. Cool, and they're all gonna die. Pretty soon I'm really going to need Illicit to be available enough to rebuild the front here, because it is slowly falling apart. As we're getting more and more people shooting down that hallway. All right. Yes, the big question is, I'm guessing our next priority so far is people to start augmenting. I could see being Alanorama, I could see being Illicit. We have a bunch of them we could work on. Probably just choose parts as available and just, you know, shove them into people. It's fine. Yeah, Lanaram's the only one that doesn't already have a cybernetic part. How is your mood with all your cybernetics? Transhumanist transformed. Cool. Yeah, pretty, like... Pronger couldn't really be any happier. Like, just genuinely having the time of their life. The only complaint they have is it's a little cold. But it's otherwise just absolutely ecstatic with their life situation. Medium psychic drone. Lovely. Squirrel has chosen death, per the usual. Yeah, so we got 2 links on the map. I probably should deal with them, but... eh. Okay, and so you're about to pop out. Cool, we're gonna give you a new title. You're just gonna be a straight up regular old leader, not the moral guy, just straight up normal leader. Because you're pretty unhappy about losing your title. We'll deal with that in a minute. Let's just deal with Rat super fast. Alright, never mind, it's found its way down there. And with all that, begin conversion on Gooberish. Do your best, man. I want to see a masterful one. Gooberish here is just unshakable. If we don't get anything, if we don't get at least master, which is the highest it can go, it's not going to do any good. We'll just knock down 30%. I'll be right back up before we get anywhere. My only other choice is to imprison them, and I really don't want to have to deal with that. Effective. The good news, I'm still just getting points towards my ideology by doing that, so I'm willing to just put up with that in the meantime. Meanwhile, as far as for you... Oh, I don't have the choice. Do we not finish the bionic leg or anything like that? It's fine. We're gonna start boosting Alanorama as well. Getting her all augmented. Hey, exclusive, how's it going? All right. So we've still got the animals are struggling. Especially this time with everything going on, it's not a surprise. Okay, and they're making all the smoke leaf. Mostly just want to get the surplus of supplies I've had for smoke leaf just gone. Get that knocked down. Alright, new baby's going to be coming into the colony pretty soon. Just really not what I was planning. I'm actually not trying to grow the colony through, like, you know, children or whatever, but it does happen. People get together and things happen. That's fine. That's Muffalo having Muffalo problems. Okay. And we're getting chem fuel that I haven't been using for literally anything, so that's another curiosity. And I got no one else I'd want to give the researcher title. If we had these people join, I'd be willing to bring on, Euphrine would definitely be someone I would consider. Nope on you. Body Purist Hard Worker I would consider. A Steadfast Jogger. I'm hoping this kid joins us. Even if they're not going to get a whole lot of passions or skills to deal with, Steadfast Jogger, that is a perfectly good pawn for having run around and just deal with hauling and cleaning. Scanned underground plasteel, and it's inside my perimeter, right there. Yeah, we'll take advantage of that. I can certainly justify this. That seems like a reasonable freebie. Just some convenient plasteel in the middle of my base. Versus the other spot we had was steel way up here. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Yeah, so we have the bionic spine and tongue, but neither of those really help. Just gotta wait for the moment. They're working on it. They're just not there yet. Does Zidian have decent social? No. It's literally if I can get Goobish converted. If we get Goobish converted, that'd be another person with high social we consider doing stuff with. Okay. Install the bionic eye. Install the bionic arm. I can pop in here. You are not going to be dealing with that. Thank you. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to focus on having my own people deal with this stuff. Get the arm in there. And now be Alanorama a little bit stronger than yesterday. Cool. Shoot Frenzy, and you've also discovered silver. That's fine. But yeah, so scanner's effectively a way of creating ore on your map. They just keep letting it run. And so you got like the plasteel here, whatnot. Okay, so you've got that. Let's go get the vitals monitor next. Because this set up perfectly to drop a vitals monitor in the center of those. I think that might require the higher weight limit, but we're now at the point that that moisture pump has run its course. Wait, has it run its course? That's shallow moving water. Huh. Yeah, because it's implying it's not going to do anymore. I guess maybe we can't pull it up? That's not what I expected. I expect to be able to moisture pump the river. That makes me worry if I pull up the ground there. Huh. Refugees are leaving and they won't forget what you've done. Awesome. I expect a good payout on the other side of this. Okay, we can go up here and make another moisture pump up here. Keep that going. So you completed the quest for helping the refugees, so that's good. Meals are still perfectly fine. So the two links I should probably deal with. Let's deal with those links real fast. Alright, that's one dealt with. Anyone's down in that corner. Why are you at a critical risk of mood break? Oh. Because you technically lost your roll. It's fine. You'll get over it very soon. And honestly, go de-age. That's how you're going to deal with this upset. You're just going to go back to de-aging. That way you can write out the rest of your mood problems in a pod of sleep. Cool. So we've dealt with all the dangerous animals here. Oh, you need power. Alright. Yeah, still thrown off by the fact that doing the moisture pump of the river did nothing. That the moisture pump apparently can't help with the river, I'm guessing. That's it, I can still pull up all this marsh. Which is fine. That'll help the most. That just means I can never make this kill box as strong as I would like to make it. We'll know here because I'll have this moisture pumping just the river and we'll see what happens. Because right now, it's shallow moving water. It'll still pull up some of this, but we'll see. That's probably because I was making the comment, if you could pull up the river, what would happen if I blocked it? Because in theory, the the water should cease moving because you've walled it off. You've dammed it. But that would be one way to avoid that problem being something to worry about. So mining-wise, yeah, so you're set to mine if you ever run out of construction stuff to do, which good luck on that. Unrestricted passes. I'm still going to keep Zydian or Pronger inside the perimeter, just because as a child, their ability to defend themselves and the likelihood they'll get targeted is pretty bad. So just kind of one of those things. Do that piece of wall before it gets out of hand. There we go. Get all the animals back in their pens. And I have so many people who just can't hunt. Either they're pacifists or their kids. The good news is Proger is aging up pretty good so far. We're about to hit tier growth 4 out of, I believe, 7 or 8 is the max. So right now they'll get to choose 1 passion, and they'll get to choose 1 trait from 4 options. But if we keep pushing, I think you can get 2 passions. Yep, I already said hi, exclusive. You don't need to just at me. That doesn't give me context of what you're trying to say or whatever. You can say hello. Alright, so it's time for another person wanting age reversal. Go ahead and get that going. So there you are. Let's go ahead and try and maintain this best we can. Not even close to maintaining it. Yeah, we're not going to worry about doing that. We're just going to anger them with no thing. Because the conversion there, like, thing we did, it knocked them down by 30. They've already recovered, like, 7 or 8% of it, and we brought them down by, like, 3. Okay, so you go ahead and take all of that. That's fine. And get an Archotech Eye, which I cannot possibly afford. Not gonna worry about a lot of this right now. Get rid of a bunch of the Muffalo, make sure I'm keeping a couple. Yeah, we'll be alright. So that gives us some money. Actually take one of those. There, so we just jumped her social up a lot, because that'll help with the ideology stuff. Yeah, so you need 4 components, a bunch of steel. And slowly but surely, the freezer is starting to look nicer and nicer as we fill it up with marble floors. It's fine. It's a pretty big waste of material, but it's probably fine. It's increasing the wealth of our colony. Not as fast as I'd like, because we're aiming for 350, because we'll Arco Nexus, and I'll have to choose who's going. Which, honestly, it'll probably... So, Ilanorama definitely, Proniger definitely, Illicit NZ definitely. It might be Smiffles or Goobish, and Zidian or Sniper Spice. I probably have to bring Zidian because of being able to grow stuff. Yeah, so it'd probably be Ilanorama. Proniger's going to be able to do something good. That's always the challenge when you do the Arco Nexus, is it comes time to go, which 5 pawns are coming? And you stare at it for like a good long time, being like, alright, who is being left behind? Okay, so we don't have new bionic parts yet. Yeah, so Lanorama's going to be spending a lot of time de-aging since she's pushing the fence of what RimWorld considers elderly, which is when you get so many negative things happen to you, so I'm trying my best to keep that age down. So let's get the next Biosculptor built, because Sniper Spice wants in there. Same deal, I'm going to have to keep trying to de-age them as best we can. And you'll need to eat, and then get back to it. Alright. Trying our best to keep it all running. But yeah, so we'll start a rotation where it'll be like Alanorama, then Sniper Spice, and Alanorama, then Sniper Spice. And basically, whoever's the oldest one will just keep rotating them through there to try and de-age people as much as possible. One of the dangers with what we're dealing with that is Alanorama is our only melee pawn. So every time I toss her in, it means I don't have anyone to run interference. Because on top of that, she's also the only one good enough to handle the Thrumbo. That's not true. Zidian's back. Yes, Zidian can handle the Thrumbo in a pinch. Alright, so you're basically done. So you want to de-age. So once the nutrition's loaded, you can get de-aging. All right. So you've shaved another year off your age. And today's lesson is on melee. Honestly, Proner's getting pretty wide range of like combat skills and not a whole lot else taught to him. Which is an interesting thing. I guess you actually have some skill in melee. Okay, so it is time for you to start de-aging. Oh, that is not my favorite. They consider that a bond distance. De-aging. Okay. Ooh, that also brings up the concern is when I Arco Nexus, if I bring Smiffles or Sniper Spice, but not both, I think they'll take the penalty for having the broken bond thing. That's concerning, to say the least. And I can't realistically throw them both in there right now. Because I don't have enough pawns to like deliberately take two out of the picture. Actually, that's not true. For fighting, it's only taking one out of that picture, because Sniper Spice is a pacifist. Okay. I need you to get over there, because it's baby time. We'll see what happens when that starts to expand, if that's a total waste or not. Is it happening? I'm not... Okay. It's happening, right? I'm not seeing the bar on here that's depicting that progress is being made. So I'm a little confused. I mean, I guess it's working. We'll just trust it, I guess, which is something you probably don't want to do in RimWorld. And every time... Oh, weird. I had to, like, zoom out to see the bar. Healthy child. Excellent. So you go through all that. Pods have arrived. So refugees gave us a bunch of plasteel. I can live with that. That's a pretty good outcome. Oh, you're inside there. Okay. So get the baby put into a crib, slide the baby all the way over there, and it's time to name our next person. So we have Baby Cravenhorde. Lovely. That's random, Chris. Alright, so we're being attacked immediately. They're gonna drop in directly on top of us while we have one person who is out of commission fight-wise. It's not my favorite. So for right now, you two. Well, you won. Carry the newborn out of here. Alright, so let's see. Where exactly are they crash landing? Right here in Goobish's room. Okay, so the plan here... Get Alanorama at the door. We've only got 3 ranged available. They get into position over here. I need you in position already. Quit breaking my stuff. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to close the door on you so you couldn't participate. Alright, so put out that fire because the room's going to gradually get hot. Oh, luckily it's considered unroofed because they punched a hole in it, so actually it's not going to be that bad. So all we got was 1 bruise. And then they trashed the place, because of course they did. Alright, so we gotta rebuild this whole room. They destroyed pretty much everything in there. Oh, and orders. Paint building. There we go. The art also got destroyed. That'll need to be replaced. I'm actually surprised a prisoner stayed in there. I just realized you had the door latched open the whole time. Is no one going to heal your bruise? I mean, it's just a bruise. It's not the worst thing in the world, but still. On principle, I think we should do something about it. Go ahead and get Alanorama the new and improved bionic stomach. What are you doing? Okay, you concerned me for a moment. Well, my best doctor dealing with this. Excellent. And little by little, our pawns get stronger. Yeah, you don't have anything else to install right now. Quest expires. What the heck was this one? Be a psychic droner. The thing is, I don't care about the rewards is the issue. Like, if they gave me standings, I'd actually be more excited about that, but most of the rest of it I'm just not even going to worry about. Yeah, it's going to take some work. We also have another piece of art we're going to get made to put in that room to replace the one that got destroyed. Oh, I have a brain wiring in here that just we've not been using? Okay. Where did that go? I just saw it. There you are. Cool. Granted, that's a little bit more wealth we actually got rid of. That's fine. Oh, you're still building the floors? That's okay. Yeah, once they pop out, we'll get the next one going. Yep, okay, and you're no longer upset about losing your title. That's all good. You've switched rooms, because we have to rebuild this whole room. I don't think we have anyone who's hunting any meaningful amount. Cool, we've got people partying. We are starting to collect a decent number of weapons, too. A lot that we could probably sell. The downside is they're not in range, you know, in range of the beacon kind of thing. So you have the bionic spine, you have the bionic tongue. Not worry too much about that. We're still doing okay on steel on the map. We've got it everywhere, we just haven't brought it back. Yeah, we're making components still. Which is fair. Alright, and you're gonna pop in to start de-aging, because you're about to pop out. Actually, I'll set those to be a priority one. Because that's what we're doing, is just gonna work on trying to de-age them, especially Alanorama, just because it's already in the 60s, so we're just gonna try and bring their age down. We're just gonna keep someone de-aging at all times. Oh, well that's not super convenient. Got one on the south side of the base and one on the north side. Gonna deal with those real fast. Alright, let's see. Actually, let's start going over that way. Take care of this real fast before we have to worry about the next thing coming in. And we're good. Alright, so bear with me for a moment, chat. I need to quickly use the restroom, so I'm going to do that real fast, and I'll be right back. So thank you again for tuning in. I'll be back here in just a moment. Well, that is the end of that character. We killed 86 zombies, survived 4 days, 10 hours in the game mode Apocalypse. And now our character will wander the server, or not server, this world as a zombie.
Must have time together. My champion, energize the spheres.
Oh, we're dead.
Be gone.
Oh. Arrived. Welcome, Cookie.
Hello, sentient cookie. Ooh.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard Tomb like say ooh that I can think of. It's probably happened before, but like that I mean.
I don't just want to.
Yeah, she doesn't just walk around and go, I like it, ew ew.
Oh no, ew.
She's like, ew, get it away. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I feel dirty. Stop it. What? That's one of the things that irks me is like I do try and keep right. But like, you know, there'll be someone going slow and you'll start passing them and it's just no. Don't worry about it. I only massively I should. Alright. So we are back. Yep, so I just had to quickly grab myself a new drink, stretch my legs, do all that kind of stuff. But thank you again so much for hanging out and tuning in all that. Alright. Just keeping track of the time for when I go to do the Switch, because I've been pretty bad about doing the Switch pretty late lately. I think part of that is also you'll be playing a game and you'll have a raid like literally when you're about to switch games, and they'll have raided from the game you were playing. It's like, alright, I'll go a little long. You know, it's one of those things. Alright, so you should be popping out any time, and you got a little bit more time. Are you sure? Are you confident in that? As I make sure you actually are sure. Oh, we literally have uranium I've overlooked. Not that I've had any immediate need for the uranium, but you know, it is technically present. Alright, so the Sniper Spice is back out from age reversal. That's good. And that room is getting close to done with what we can do for now. Are you sure you're back? I don't know, man. That is kind of a big question. That certainly has an answer. Figured let's shove some tree growing here on the edge. So I at least have some trickle of wood coming in that I don't have to like go outside and just hack down the forest around us. Now we are starting to plant our new crops for the season, so that's good. Realize what it said. You're like on half an hour of sleep right now because I woke up in a sneezing fit and couldn't get back to bed. Ah, that's no fun. I haven't done that with a sneezing fit, but I have definitely had those nights where you go to bed and the sleeping phase of it doesn't really work out. So that's no fun. That poor Thrumbo has been through hell and back. Alright, first get that heater back online. I can't have that offline. That'll be a problem. Petition to make animal prosthetics a thing in vanilla? Yeah. I could, like, don't get me wrong, I know there's mods to let you do all sorts of stuff to, like, you know, with like thrombos and all that, do a whole bunch of stuff for your various minions or whatever. That's always those ones I've been a little mixed on. Because I do agree, I actually think it'd be perfectly fine for them to have, like, just the exact, like, almost have, under your research tree, have, like, bionic replacements, and then have one that's, like, animal bionics as, like, a separate tier that requires it. So make it an advanced research or whatever. But, I could see that as being a thing. Because you'd probably only want to use it on particularly good animals, like, again, the Thrombo, Mega Sloth. You know, animals like that. Versus you wouldn't use it on something, like, you wouldn't use it on any of the animals you just gonna butcher here as the population gets too high. I don't even think you'd use it on, like, dogs or wolves or even wargs would be a bit of a stretch. Because, they can get one-tapped way too easily. But I feel like the Thrombos, the Mega Sloths would be a perfectly reasonable to go in here and biotech them out. Or make something that is kind of like the healing mechanite serum, but only for animals. You know, give it a decent cost to it, like make it cost some like components or something like that, or Glitter World medicine. Doesn't really matter. Some decent expense. But you know, patch up, you know, Thrombos and are like really strong animals. Inspired tamings on Smiffle. Well, that's a shame because I could have used that yesterday when those Thrombos were here. I don't think yeah, it wouldn't matter. You don't have enough taming. Just got me a way to properly treat the good boys and girls. Yeah. Like that's the thing. I could go for something that you could use like the equivalent of a healing mech serum on your animals, but only your animals, not your pawns. I don't think you should ever be able to just get healing mech serum, or if you can, it needs to be extremely cost prohibitive. Because it is very powerful. But the animals, outside of, like, again, Thrumbo and Megasloth and a handful of animals that are particularly durable, there's not many animals that would be worth any real investment. You know, outside of, like, personal attachment or whatever, like a bonded dog, I could see doing it just because it's bonded. Yeah, let's see what happens when this expands. I have a bad feeling, based on the test we had over here, when this expands its radius, it's going to do literally nothing. At which point then I have to decide, do I wait for it to clean up those handful of tiles up here, or cut my losses, just disassemble it, you know, and put it someplace else? Alright, the room is rebuilt, so that's good. The art bench. There's enough I need to craft right now because our crafter... Like, our artist and our crafter are the same person. They're just not going to get to it. Let's try... What about Strider? He's an animal, party animal. Cool, I guess. They do have the occasional party on the rim. Alright, so we got our bionic arm available. But you're de-aging. Because we're gonna keep hooking up Alanorama till she's fully teched out. And then we'll get to the next pawn, that kind of thing. Because the only thing Pronator can use right now is a second bionic ear, or just going up to Archotech. Or specialty limbs or stuff like that. The other thing I need is to actually get these, chunks hauled in so we actually do the stone cutting. I'm assuming I have a radius on the stone cutting is why they're not doing it, because usually I set that nowadays. Because that does tend to help a great deal. Yeah, so I have a radius at the stone cutting that they have to haul the stone chunks in here. But no one's been hauling hardly anything. Alright, age reversal done on you. So you pop in and do another round of age reversal. Because we're just going to keep on working those numbers down. Okay. So, I will take your components, I will take your packaged meals, I will take your medicine. You can't afford what I want to give you. Is there anything else you have that I want? No. Okay, so what faction are you with? So you're with Polara Covenant, which is one I want to keep as my ally, so we can get up to 54 more standings with you before we're just wasting our time and materials. So gifts. How would you feel about a bunch of guns and stuff I don't want? Apparently I have another assault rifle. Oh, right. Yeah, we have another assault rifle in there. Take a bunch of those, because we're making those for quests and we don't need them. Go ahead and take the low quality clothing there. And the pants, and all these. Alright. $2,000. Pretty unhappy about that, but that's okay. Oh, take a heart. There we go. They just needed heart. I see. Actually, we can take some of this back. I'll just go with that. Keeping the money. We're giving him that heart we swapped. And a whole lot of drugs and weapons I don't need. I'm mostly trying to keep that up because if we Arco Nexus, that's who I need to be allied with. And we are allies. It's just it was starting to decay because I had to use them for a mech cluster. And then, you know, time be what time be. Yeah, so every time you pop in there, it's causing psychic bond distance thing. So you have 2 more days that expands. I'm expecting disappointing results with that. That'll expand and it'll still just be flowing water. And I think I will tear it down in that case and probably maybe like move it up here somewhere to help out with that. I mean, honestly, we just need to let Illicit keep building. So, I don't get to see what the pawn is, so get out of here. I don't need steel. I don't need logging times 3. We do want to get that part, but I've been ignoring actually doing that. You've expired inspiration, so cool. You got 2 of the things I need for my next relic, but I still don't even have the temple built because construction is happening, but not very fast because I've got too much queued up and only one person working on it. Alright, do you have a bionic arm available? Sure. So operations, add, bionic arm right shoulder. And go get that bionic arm. That'll mean both of Lanarama's arms will be bionic. Cool. Let's see what happens if I try and do... Oh, you're in the pod. That's right. I don't have my hunters actually hunting at all. That's okay. Pretty soon, Proger is going to age up and be able to do more around here. Versus right now, they're pretty restricted on what they can actually work on. And Zidian's doing their best to keep the food coming. Alright. The other good news, we're finally actually catching up on the smoke leaf stuff. So that'll be one thing. Their heart wasn't in it, that's all. Well, I mean, we took Proger's fleshy, crappy heart and gave him a really good heart. Inspired taming on Zidian. That'd be really nice if we had a Thrumbo on the map, but we don't. Getting a bionic leg ready. That'll be another good one for Alanorama. Hey! We're finally actually getting stuff torn down. That's been forever. That's how many different, like, attacks and all that we've had that their junk's just been laying around a map for, like, an in-game year or two. Or flat clothing. That'll be the last of the stuff to deconstruct down there. Alright, and we're finally at the point of repairing stuff. Cool, that's been overdue for a long time. Health. Install. We don't have bionic. Oh, right, they didn't finish it. That's fine. Okay, and you still got a ways till you become a child. We're doing pretty good. You got less than a season till that's done. Got a nice stockpile of medicine here. We honestly probably need more medicine. I'm running out of Glitter World, actually. That's not ideal because we've been using that for surgery. So I might just let them keep making the bionic parts, and the next time we get a chance, we're going to restock on try and restock a little bit on our Glitter World if we get the chance. I don't want to commit to major surgeries like heart surgery without Glitter World in the equation. All right. We're doing pretty good so far. It'll be interesting when Pronger actually becomes an adult, because as teched out as they're gonna be. And the fact that we're going to be able to choose some passions and ideology. I'm really hoping we can get like tough and nimble or something and just make them an absolute menace in melee. But we got to get to that point. Alright, Sniper Spice is out of there. Which means it's Alanorama's turn to de-age some more. Yes, we're out of stone that I can cut and everything to keep this moving. Hey, Hey, Insane Spork. How's it going? Yeah, we'll try and make our temple up here for artifacts. That's interesting that the wealth dropped that much. Wonder what we did that dropped the wealth that much. We didn't lose anyone. Oh, we could actually check to see. Items. Oh, it's we traded away a whole bunch of drugs for money. That's right. Yeah, so technically we lost a bunch of value from our colony. That's perfectly fine. I don't actually really care. Bum. How are we doing with the dye, by the way? Do we even have any? Not really. Just waking up and eating dinner. How are you? Doing pretty good myself. Keeping the colony going. Alright, Shaman Merchant has shown up on the map. Talk to me, buddy. You got something good? Alright, so they don't have components. We don't really care about the stuff to do that. You'll definitely want to take the drugs. They don't have Glitter World. They honestly don't really have much of anything I want. It's pretty underwhelming, honestly. Okay, we definitely need another person to help with planting. Orzidian's trying their absolute best, but I mean, that's a lot. I also need someone who wants buffalo wool, because if we sold the buffalo wool, we get a small fortune out of it too. How goes it run? Pretty good. Last stream, we took some pretty bad losses. We lost 3 colonists all at once. But today, things have gone relatively well. We have picked up another colonist, which is a pacifist, and there's actually been 2 kids born into the colony. And we've got one of those kids pretty much teched out. Mechanoid cluster. So I have a defoliator there. I can drop an EMP and definitely knock down these. We have a trade caravan here, but it's kind of one or the other. I don't really want to take Pronger in. The one thing we are going to want to do is wait till Lanorama is out since they have the shield belt. So, what I'm going to do in the meantime... Just get schedules. Everyone's restricted to indoors for the time being. They do have a proximity sensor on that one. Maybe we'll get lucky and the caravan will leave right through it. Nope. Never lucky. honestly, our best bet might be to not pack up too closely, but pack up a little bit over here. Drop the EMPs down here, let all these stuff feed around, and just wipe them out. And then once we've gotten that far, you know, do the thing where we creep a grenade around here, step out just a little ways so I can pop that. You know, do the same process. I mean, a lot of Rama can step out, just take a shot to the shields to let me get the EMP in. And, you know, go from there. Because it'll be a while before that defoliator's too big of a deal. But I minimum want Alanorama back out here. Because that'll help us a lot. Because that's her melee pawn with her shield belt. Exotic goods trader. What have you got for me? You do have components. The Glitter World's the higher priority, though. Knee spikes and all that could be fun. I'm gonna go ahead and part with the Bionic Spine. And just take that off the list of things to make. And go here and say, hey, Bionic Spine, no. Bionic Tongue, no. Get those inside. So it does mean we'll be good to slap some more parts in someone once we're not dealing with an immediate threat. Yeah, because honestly, to get the EMP where I'd want it, I'd probably have to get inside this range. Because the idea would be to try and land the EMP to knock all of those out, if possible. I don't know how reasonable that is. Because I really don't want Predator to be involved in this any more than absolutely necessary. I also can't forget that I do have a Thrumbo, and that is something to include in the equation, because a Thrumbo can really rain some damage out. And can endure quite a bit. Now granted, our Thrumbo is a little worse for wear at this point. Still able to take a pretty bad beating before it'll be too bad. I honestly think what I'm gonna do is once Alanorama's out, Proner's gonna stay out. I'm gonna give one of my other two people the EMP grenades. I'm gonna run everyone up here, knowing we're gonna trigger the attack. They'll pop around. We're gonna drop the EMPs over here, and then just try and deal with it.
Thank you, Spencer1564, for subscribing for 2 months.
Thank you, Spencer.
Rules, love.
Thank you, Spencer, for the tier 1 sub. I really do appreciate that. I do hope you're enjoying your advertisement-free viewing as well as access to the emotes. And thank you again for subbing for 2 months now. Really do appreciate that continued support. It does mean a lot. Alright, so you're gonna have a party. Cool. Question is, so you have 14 shooting, you have 15 shooting, you have 13 shooting. I don't know which one I would want to have. Maybe Goobish does the EMP. That you're wearing marine armor. There's a better chance if I have you step out and you get caught by a hit, You'll be able to shrug it off versus the other ones have flak. Because unfortunately, while we've had the marine armor for a while now, it is starting to get a little beat up. All right. How much longer do you have till you'll pop out? You're about to pop out any second now. So you go ahead and pop in. Because you're not able to fight in the first place, so there's no reason not to. Okay. So let's go. I think Goobish is going to take the EMP. EMP grenades, not the launcher. Alright. Let's not bring Pro and You have the baby? Look, baby's gonna have to deal with baby things for a moment. Alright. And do not fire at Will yet. Okay. So let's grab all the ones I'm worried about getting hit because they don't have shields. You go up here. Alanorama will run along the edge here. Okay, so plan is Alanorama gets up there. The rest of them try and pop up here. We throw the EMP down, trying not to hit Alanorama. And we go from there. We'll go ahead and say... Why are you doing this to me, Thrumbo? Why would you do this? Oh, the Thrumbo's been losing its training because we don't have food for it. Okay. Okay, so EMPs. I need you to be shooting. All right. So you step out here. Get that fire on you. Can I get a better angle? Not really. Okay. So now, same idea, but up here. There's not much in the way of cover over there. You can drop over there. Ah, I couldn't get away in time. All right, so Lanorama, get behind cover again. What are you? Oh, you're throwing it at the Thrumbo. Don't do that. That doesn't do us any good. Okay, so you go smacking on that thing. You can get out of here. You can get position and just start blasting the thing before it can assemble more mechs. Alright. Hey, Dr. Sean. That's not what you want. Run away, run away. Move faster. Hey, Dr. Sean, how's it going? Oh, it's just the EMP one. That's fine. Okay, cool. So we did destroy everything there, so we're good. We can go to schedule here. Everyone else can go out except for the kid. And we are good here. Get in position, save the component. There you go. Okay, cool. Yeah, so they're doing pretty good. And hey, Kitten Karma, how's it going? Hunter lacks weapon. That's fine. We can go up here. Wherever your assault rifle got away to. There you go. Alright, so Goobish did take a hit to the hand. Oh, you're downed. Oh, no, save them. Save Crybaby. Crybaby's been a hero in this colony for a long time. Come on, you can do it, Goobish. No! I didn't even realize you got that messed up, Crybaby. That's my fault. Granted, you have been through way so many fights, it's surprising you were still alive. And granted, they were getting untamed because I was running out of food. 'Tis a sad day. The Thrumbo has fallen. Oh, that's gonna make a whole bunch of people mad, isn't it? Hey. Oh, I'll... Oh, because you're in there. I was like, why can't I do a conversion ceremony? Right, because you're de-aging. So, you're going to probably be pretty inconsolable soon. No, actually, not you. Wait, shouldn't you be the one who's upset? That was bonded to Alanorama, right? I'm confused. Was it Zidian they're bonded to? No, I'm pretty sure it was. Did she just instantly get over it? I'm very confused, because that was her bonded animal, and just a second ago she was mad about it. And I went to Sniper Spice to be like, hey, let's go, you know, deal with this. And then she's like, you know what, never mind. Okay. I'm going to pretend to understand, but I really don't. So, there's that. So we've got all of that. Bionic leg left. Go ahead and get that going. So for that. Grief is complex. It is, but this particular case, it was like, I'm so sad, my Thrumbo died. Actually, never mind, I'm over it. Didn't have to consult. It's like, you know what? Never mind. To be fair, I figured that Thrumbo was going to die a long time ago. We have thrown that Thrumbo into a lot of pretty horrible things. Inspired taming on Smiffles again. And Alanorama gets a little stronger than they were yesterday. Slowly but surely. There's that bionic heart, which I will not do without inspired surgery, because you goof that one and a pawn dies. Not always. I was just like, wait a second, I shouldn't have allow Zidian out there. Get everyone in position here. Zidian, buddy, just do your best to run. Can you pop the door for Zidian real fast? Alright, let's go deal with this. I've got way too many dangerous animals on the map right now. Run down here, deal with you. Where's the dangerous one out of you? Oh, there you are. Deal with you. And deal with you. And I know I usually won't need like this kind of number of people brought. So you want me to send you 2 colonists for 30 goodwill for basically a season. And sorted. Because the last one was just a fox, so it won't mess with me. Alright, so let's take a look at that. So, you're willing to give me 30 goodwill. I do like the goodwill. And you want me to send you 2 colonists for a whole season, basically. Now, I could send Sniper Spice, who is doing our research, but right now the research isn't that high a priority for me. I want to keep both my crafters. I don't want to send Sniper Spice, because if I send Sniper Spice, Smiffles and Sniper Spice needs to go, or that would ruin it. But I could actually get away with that. I'd give up a crafter, and I'd give up my researcher temporarily. But that's a whole season for 30. And it's going into, well, that would reduce our food usage. No. I'm short-handed in combat, people. Giving up a combat person has to be for something pretty significant to make it worth my time. Alright, we're butchering all the animals that have been getting killed all over the map. Yep, just as I figured, that's doing literally nothing. So you can't moisture pump rivers, in case anyone's ever wondering. Alright, so we've got that one rolling there, we've got this one rolling here. Go ahead and get an arm moisture pump. Rolling around here somewhere, probably here. Keep expanding our grow zones and whatnot. All right. Getting a little nervous. Zidian needs to get these going because, like, we're gonna end up losing a bunch of these to winter. We don't even have everything planted yet. All right, de-age you more. We're just gonna keep doing that again and again, trying to get that knocked down. Basically, I let her catch up on the food as much as we can. But for the moment, we're kind of stuck waiting on all this. Of course, she missed the one tile that connects it. It's fine. Cool. I wonder if we keep age reversing. There's got to be a point that once you get under it, they don't even need it anymore. They're like, yeah, no, I'm 20-something, so I don't care. Which eventually reach the point that there's no more to benefit from the age reversing. Alright, so running out a bunch of that. Doing a good job of dying everything, even though it's not important. We're doing it anyways. Reverse death. You can resurrect people using the Resurrection Mech Serum, which is sort of reversing death. Yeah, you still got tons of steel out here. I could prioritize halt, but I don't want to. They'll get to it when they get to it. You're getting really close to aging up, and you're at tier 7. It'd be, well, yeah, you're about there. It'd be really nice if we can manage to push this up to the next tier, so we get tier 8, because then we get 3 passions and a trait, which would be huge if we can make that happen. Yeah, so you can still use a leg and some other bits and baubles. We have the heart, but like I said, I'm not gonna put the heart in Alanorama unless we get inspired surgery. We have silver out here. Got steel out here as well. Rejected proposal. Smiffles proposed lifelong committed to Star Spice. Sniper Spice rejected proposal. Smiffles is gonna be unhappy about this. Cool, man. That is exactly what I need. In the meantime, let's see if we can convert Goobish. I want Masterful. That's the only way this is happening, is a Masterful conversion. We're trying our best, but the Iron Will is a bit of a booger to overcome. Masterful. That fully converts you? Are you finally on board? Oh, thank goodness. We've been trying to do that for, like, this whole time. The marriage is on. Well, you got over that pretty quick. Does it still have the rejected proposal thing? No, it got rid of that. All those positive mood bonuses. All of those positive mood bonuses. Just look at that. Just nice mountain of positive mood bonuses. Everyone in this colony is like near max. Cool. Alright, how are we doing on our colony wealth? 2.2? They still get 130,000 if I'm going to do an Arco Nexus. I can go back and, like, I haven't fully committed to Arco Nexus. I'm feeling like I'm going to do an Arco Nexus, but we'll see where it goes. Alright. Oh, I've been using literally all of my stone here. I was gonna say, alright, it's time to build our temple. It's like, oh right. I have been committing literally all of the stone to just a wasteful project because I can. Okay. How do you get purple walls? Oh, if you go into orders, you have paint building, and you can just choose that. That's just, the only reason we're painting it that color is that's the closest we have to our ideologies color, which is like a hot pink. So it's just a thing to do to be like, yeah, okay. Machine fair opportunity. Okay. So begin machine fair. Let's party and celebrate the fact that everyone, since the very beginning of the colony, is finally of the same ideology. Hey, it was fun. So we gained a bunch of points at our ideology, so we can start reforming later. I don't even know what I would add if we reform, to be honest. We can figure it out. Why are you all eating the packaged meals and not the others? Like, you literally ate all the packaged meals. Honestly. Packaged meals would be like some of those. Warden for hire. You want me to keep 4 prisoners for 14 days. This is probably a terrible idea, but 50 is a lot of goodwill. So, no one is in this bed. Actually, do we have... So yeah, I could say prisoner, prisoner, prisoner. Oh, right, you're in thing. So capture, 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 capture. Cool. So convert you. Convert you. Cargo pods, what are you giving me? Steel. I'm not going to complain about that. And I think you're unwaveringly loyal, so I won't be able to do anything. Yep, that's fine. Alright. So that is timed perfectly for a lot what we got going on. Once Prodiger ages up again, we're probably going to give Prodiger the option of hunting. How many colonists have died? 6. I've got 3 here in the freezer, and we had 3 who were ancient danger diving to try and get a resurrection mech serum when things went catastrophically wrong. So that's where that ended up. Which is definitely not ideal. Yes, this hospital will never have not wood floors, sadly. Because they apparently can't moisture pump rivers. Let's try and get rid of all this marsh we can. There's a good chance once I moisture pump this area, I'll start replacing the floors in there to not be wood to be something nicer. I'm not going to worry too much about the walls unless they get destroyed. Because as you can see, even though most of this base has been built out of wood since the beginning, other than these two areas, I haven't had to worry. I think that's even still wood there. Yeah. Like, if you manage your stuff, pyromaniacs and that are really not that big a deal. There we go. Everyone's doing well there. Cool. So Lanarama has de-aged themselves some more. And now it's your turn to de-age even more. So I've got Alanorama down to their 50s. Growth moment on Pronger. Okay, so our choices for 2 skills. Social and crafting, I think will be what we do. And we can give him a trait. So we're gonna go ahead and go with kind, because everything else there is not that useful. I'm okay with that. It's not what I would have wanted, but I can live with it. And you can hunt now. So that's what you're actually going to work on. Not mining? No, there's, like, nothing here to mine. Crafting would be more important to me. But for the moment, I want them to train up their combat skills. Hey, Kiona, how's it going? Yeah, honestly, this tile is pretty mined out. Every single mountain I've done this to where I've just shredded it. And I could break down more of this, but honestly, I don't think there's that good of a reason to do it. Yeah, because the dark green I can't get rid of the ceilings for. So I have to worry about that kind of stuff caving in. And I got plenty of stone around the map, we just need the crafting capacity to deal with it. You should be coming... No, you still got a little whiles before you're a child. You're still a baby. Getting like no progress on that, because just walk over, take apart one block, have to run all the way back to something else that needs doing. Alright, so Zidian's finally getting our harvest in. I was getting worried about that. Mad Muffalo. Is it just the one? Yep. Alright, and sorted. Doing good. Love watching some chills, RimWorld. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's always a good time. We're getting not too far from the point during the stream where I do the switch over, but we got a little bit while left. But yeah, no, oh yeah. Earlier on the stream I forgot to mention for the announcements. Again, the reminder is where you look at the bottom left there. People are used to seeing that where it says, like, you know, 160 out of whatever, like, the goal is right there. That is not that we've suddenly had, like, this huge dip in viewership or subs or anything like that. It's starting this month that I have flipped that we're going to give something special if we hit the milestones of, like, maintaining the subs and that kind of stuff, or getting more subs. I need to tonight is what I need to do, is they do need to be like, hey, here are the 3 things we're doing. Because I've got a short list of stuff that I mentioned, but like actually committing, saying, hey, these are the things you will get if we hit whatever. It's gonna be stuff like Twitch integration streams, doing like a community stream where we'll play, you know, something that we can get anyone who wants in the community to hop in. That could be a whole range of things, from like Factorio to Farming Simulator to Minecraft. Like I haven't Project Zomboid, I could see doing stuff like that. I haven't decided how I want to tackle that. It'll probably be game for game will have its own thing. Satisfactory, I could see doing that as well. And I understand some of those do have limits on how, like, the maximum number of players that can be on at once. But if we run into that, we can deal with that when we get there. Okay, defoliator ship, and that's actually really not a bad one. We got 2 pikemen, a lancer, and a militar. So Protoner's going to stay out of this fight, just like last time. So go grab your EMP grenades. Now, we don't have the Thrumbo to lean on this time, which is a bummer. So, do not fire at will. I've learned my lesson. So I should be able to land the EMP to take all of them out. We send Alanorama to go slam that pikeman into the dirt. And everyone else just shred. Let's get into position to take people out. Alanorama, go around. Your mission is back pikemen. Back pikemen stinky. We no like back pikemen. So you position there. You position here. So I can't quite cover all of them. Let's try and be smart about this. We can run over to this side. Same plan, we're just repositioning. So you here, you there, you here. You start your wind up. So you took a solid hit. Just hit your mech leg. Alright. Your services are no longer needed here. And Alanorama being totally decked out with a Zeus hammer against a mech. No challenge at all. And you'll notice I tried to keep Alanorama as far away as I could from the EMP, because at this point I think an EMP would actually kill her, because... No, you don't have the bionic heart yet. It would down you, though, because both the legs and the arms would go offline, and then that would be bad. Also has a bionic stomach, so she'd throw up, too. It'd be a bad time. It'd be a real bad time, is what it would be. That is the one downside of teching out your people. Yep, so one person took a hit. They took a hit to their bionic leg and just no big deal. Honestly, the raids have been pretty mild. We're not in like community builder difficulty or anything like that. We're not like that low on it, but it's been weirdly mild for some reason. I wonder if it's still giving us like the easier raids because we had suffered such catastrophic losses on the last stream, but I think it would have been over that by now. You love the sounds of mech screams in the morning? You want to talk about it? Yeah, I'm not installing the bionic heart without inspired surgery. One thing that's interesting is, in theory, the legs and all that, because it's a mech leg, shouldn't be able to get infected. Those things I don't usually think about much because I usually don't have a reason to think about much. There, put those away so we have them for the next mech cluster, and we're good to go. No, you just like seeing the mech overlords burn. That's reasonable. You're allowed to get medical treatment. Why are you eating the berries? Oh, those meals are going to be made out of thrumbo. That's why everyone's avoiding them like the plague. Okay, I understand. And thrumbos are a venerated animal. I was like, why are they not eating that? I understand now. Yeah, so stop cooking with thrumbo, please. All right. So we got a low psychic drone. Well, that kind of sucks because Alanorama is... Oh, actually, no, Alanorama's not in there. So Alanorama will actually cook. Cool. I was going to say that sucks because, you know, she's in de-aging right now. But no, we have Sniper Spice in there. Because they're just ping-ponging back and forth because they're getting pretty close to what RimWorld penalizes age-wise. They're trying their best to avoid that. So what is your deal? Ah, food poisoning. Excellent. Yeah, so you're up to social 4. Doing good there. Alright. We're gonna need to get a proper hauler dealing with this. And so you're just recovering from your gunshot to the leg. No leg, your shot. Bionic leg, bionic arms. Just teching out our people as much as we can. I think like the next one I would really like to be able to get built up would be Goobish. I don't think we do though, because Goobish is our main doctor. That said, I could see continuing to tech up Illicit and Z, because Illicit's our second best doctor. So if we can get them completely teched out, then maybe try and take on getting Goobish built up. The big thing is I want the inspired surgery to happen so I can get that bionic heart in Alanorama. And how's our wealth doing? Still got 100,000 or something to go. That's part of the reason I planted all this Devil Strand. If we can get Devil Strand growing, that's a good way of ballooning your wealth real fast. You're learning less in social. You're going to end up just being... You already have higher social than all but like 2 of our colonists, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. No, sorry. You're tied for 3rd. That's fine. At least you're sitting there just getting your lessons knocked out. That's pretty solid. Cool. So you finish your age reversal. I guess Alanorama's just gonna stay out for a while. Oh wait, we haven't put more nutrition in there anyways. Because I need to catch up on the meals getting cooked, because we got all these potatoes just laying around right now. So we're doing a lot of that. And you could have Goobish pop in there. It's not really a good use, but... yeah, let's do it. Basically, just want to have thing. What's the plan after RimWorld tonight? So, I'm probably going to do the poll, but I have a certain amount of expectation it's going to be hard space Shipbreaker. We'll see if that's what it ends up being. But usually what I do is halfway in the stream, I'll do a poll and be like, hey, here's the 5 games I'm considering, sometimes keeping the first game on. And then have everyone vote on it. That way, chat can decree what chat wants in its future. Oh good, Vitals Monitor. We've only been researching that forever because they keep putting them in for de-aging. Let's go ahead and choose the Recon Armor and start working our way up to the Marine Armor and all that stuff. Alright. Strider has a water bottle. Oh no, not this. So let's go ahead and first, before I forget, Vitals Monitor there and there to help with the hospital. What else was I gonna make? There's something else I was gonna do. I don't remember what it was. What else was I gonna do? Okay, so you can get the harpsichord, which is a new type of entertainment we don't have in our room. We already are doing a quest for like 50 something. Rep. I don't actually have those materials as much as I'd like a masterwork assault rifle. So I'm gonna actually have to pass on that one because we have been burning all of our stone. Just making the floors nice, which is a total waste. Because it's not just the regular brick, we're doing like the really fancy brick. So that is what that is. Because that's one way to balloon your wealth, is to make your building super expensive. I need Zidian pulling up these crops way faster than they are, because it's something like August 4th or 5th is when our plants will start dying from freezing. So that's not really ideal. Alright. But yeah, no, I'll probably have, actually, we're getting to be about that time, honestly. So, what's going to end up happening here, for those not familiar, is first of all, all of you over on YouTube land, I'm going to be ending the stream on YouTube side of it, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and that's because I can't switch game categories on YouTube without it messing up the video unless I end and start the stream, so sorry, YouTube. And that was TikTok I just ended the stream on, not YouTube, my bad. I do that like every other time. So with that said, that's fine. I'll do that as well. So I'm going to